All right. Good afternoon, guys. I wanted to get this out early this morning, but I worked late last night and I wasn't able to get it out. Did you guys get to enjoy the webinar yesterday? Did you guys enjoy the YouTube general outline layout? I've gone in there and already told YouTube to trim that down to get rid of that front end time that we have at the beginning of every webinar. And then I'll be getting that text out to everyone that made it to yesterday's webinar too. That way you've got the short version, the concise version. But today's video, you clicked on it, just common objection handlers that real estate agents can use on a day-to-day business. These are 4 objection handlers that I run across in my day-to-day business and the agents that I work with run across in their day-to-day business. And guys, as always, make it your own. Make it your own. This is all about us masterminding. Is that a verb? Masterminding? Is that an actual verb? Masterminding together different ideas and dots. If you like them, just internalize them and make them your own. You got to make them your own. And because it is on a YouTube style video platform, then there's only so much that we can go over together. But definitely put in the comments down below some of the different objection handlers that you use on these same type of scenarios. So as always, guys, if you've got questions about how eXp Realty is obsessed with agent success, whether it's through the multiple streams of income or the KV Core or the lead gen technology through KV Core or anything like that, don't ever hesitate to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I definitely want to chat with you about your potential future to just see if it works, see if it's something that you're interested in. At 30% time, brokers, team leaders, agents are always wondering what other options are out there. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I'd love to chat with you about how eXp Realty is obsessed with agent success. But let's get into the first thing today. So the sign call. The sign call is something a lot of us get, and this could even be not necessarily a sign call, but a call off of an internet ad, a call off of one of your homes for sale videos in Oklahoma City ads or something like that. And there's a specific house that they want to see right away. That's the scenario. Now, what you have to think about as an agent is one, safety first. Safety first. By golly, you have friends and family that care about you, and you're very, very important. So, safety first is primary. Second, the seller's property first, the seller's property second. The seller's property, they have things in that home that they don't just want anyone to look at. They want serious buyers to look at. Okay. So those are 2 things to think about when you're getting that sign call. I understand that sometimes you really want a commission check. You really are eager to help a buyer. And that's great. You're a salesman, you're a saleswoman. That's absolutely what you should be doing. But you've got to qualify that buyer for your safety and for the seller's property safety. You've got to qualify that buyer. So if someone rings in and they want to see a house right away, I am so excited to show you that home. What time and day works best for you? And it's typically right then and there. Okay, great. Let me see how quickly the seller can let us in. And before we do that, do you already have an agent who's helping you? Because we don't want to step on anyone's toes and get a bad name for stealing other people's customers. They say, no, we're not working with an agent. That's how we're going to play this one today. No, we're not working with an agent. Okay, great. I'm so excited to earn your business. Now, you said you want to see it here in about the next 30 minutes to an hour. Is that right? Because I've got to get the seller to respond to let us in first. And they're going to say, yes, that's right. I'd like to see it as soon as possible. I'm sitting outside the house right now. Okay, great. Now, to make sure that this house fits your loan criteria, why I'm scheduling this showing for you, what's the name of your lender so I can get a copy of your pre-qual? I know I'm pre-qual. I just want to see the house. Perfect. I completely understand that. And for safety purposes and to ensure that qualified buyers are looking at the home, what's your lender's name and number so that I can call them and get a copy of your pre-qual? That way I can rest assure the seller that you're a ready, willing, and able buyer to buy their home. Well, I haven't actually gotten pre-qualified yet. I don't have that letter yet. Okay, not a problem. It's only a 5 to 10 minute conversation with a local lender to make that happen? Do you want to call your banker and make that happen? Or would you like me to have a banker that other customers have enjoyed working with give you a call and make that happen at the exact same time that I'm working to get you in that home in the next 30 minutes? And that right there, that's going to really set them up to for you to know if they're a true buyer. You're doing it for safety purposes, and you're doing it for safety purposes for the seller. Now, some people are like, I'll go show the first home, no problem, and then I'll qualify them then. I get that, guys, but not only your personal safety, but the seller's personal property safety. You really need to know who this buyer is that you're talking to. In this day and age, I mean, you see on Dateline, you see on different news shows where people steal stuff from sellers' houses that are for sale. Like they dig around in their medicine cabinet and stuff like that. So you really want to pre-call that buyer before you just let them inside someone's house for your safety and for the seller's personal property safety. And it's being a professional. It's being a professional. So was that helpful? Thumbs up if that was helpful. And then when you're talking with buyers about the right home, another objection is, well, this doesn't have everything I want. I completely understand that. And in this price range, we've looked at 6 of the best houses that fit your needs, and it really seemed like this one was the one that fit you the most in the current price range. Would you be willing to look at something that's maybe in this price range? Try to upsell them. See if they'll upsell. A lot of times people will upsell. If another room is worth $10,000 to them, they're willing to spend that $10,000. So try to upsell them. Would you be willing to look at a home in this price range? Or you let them know to keep them in their financial goals, to keep them within the payments that they want. This home, out of everything that's available, meets their criteria the most. And always be excited, always be happy, and give them options. As a salesman, as a saleswoman, you give people options and you ask them the right question. Either upsell them to the next price above to get whatever it is that they're missing, or ask them, to stay on track with your financial goals and keep your payments where you want them to be at. This house actually has almost everything you're looking for. Do you think it might be worth making an offer to see what the seller says? And then you go into the winning offer script. Does that make sense? Does that help out on how to handle the right home style objection? Thumbs up. Thumbs up if that's helpful. And then you go into writing a winning offer. Guys, you know what it takes to get this house. The seller's got it listed at this, and 99% of the time, if you give them what they want, they'll sell it to you. We've been looking at houses, and we've seen everything that's on the market, and you know this one fits your criteria the best. Usually when that happens, it also fits another buyer's criteria the best, especially with this many low days on the market. Do you want to go ahead and give the seller what they're asking so you can buy this home and make it yours? And then just be quiet and wait and see what they say. If they say, well, what do you think about the price? Guys, I know after looking at everything we've looked at together, this one fits your criteria the most, and it's in your price range. The appraiser is there to tell us if it's not going to appraise. But I know as a real estate agent, looking at everything in your price range, this one fits your criteria. So let's let the appraiser do his job and see if the price range works. Looking at everything we looked at, this is the best option in your price range. So I know market-wise, this home works for you. Does that help out? Does that help out with writing the winning offer? And then finally, guys, TRR negotiations. From the buyer standpoint, guys, a lot of this stuff that's going to show up on the home inspection list, and you tell them this before the inspection starts, is going to be a honey-do list type stuff. Anything that's major, electrical, mechanical, foundation, roof, anything major, we definitely need to really think about negotiating that. But all the honey-do list on an existing home, we need to figure out if that's worth losing the deal over. Because a seller also, in the state of Oklahoma at least, a seller also has the ability not to agree to anything and go find another buyer. So when we go to this inspection, we want to learn every single thing about the house, and all those major items, we'll talk about negotiating them out with the seller. But all the little items, I wouldn't want you to lose a house over a cabinet door not shutting properly. Does that make sense? And they'll say yes. And same thing for the seller. Hey guys, you've got a buyer in hand. We're about 2 to 3 weeks from closing. Do you really want to lose a buyer over a cabinet door that doesn't shut all the way? Those are some great objection handlers to handle or to use during the TRR negotiations. I hope you guys found this video very helpful, and I hope that you're able to put it into action in your day-to-day real estate business. Guys, I'm serious. If you're thinking that there's not 3 different ways to earn income being at eXp Realty, there absolutely is. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I'd love to schedule time with you to just compare, not commit to anything, just compare another brokerage model to where you're at if you're not already over eXp Realty and enjoying how eXp Realty is obsessed with agent success. Subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, share it with all your friends who need help with objection handlers, and I'll see you guys on the next video.